Good morning. This is John Marling, Pulse Research. Let's begin. Thank you very much for once again taking the time out of a busy Friday to attend our webinar. And as I promised, what we're going to talk about today is how you can absolutely get your real estate revenue back. Remember the good old days when real estate was one of the cornerstones of a community newspaper? I've got great news. Realtors are coming back to community newspapers just like yours. What I want to go over is why they're coming back, a little bit of the reasons that you can absolutely get your real estate revenue back. Pulse Research does a lot of ongoing research, and we've been focusing a lot on real estate related surveys. Here's some of the facts that we've got that I think you're going to find extremely compelling. And by the way, if you'd like a copy of this PowerPoint, just send me an email, marling@paper.net. That's marling@paper.net. Look at that. 49%. That's 49% of the persons at the average community newspaper like yours who plan to sell real estate in the next 12 months, they don't know who to call. 49% don't know who to call. What that means is there's a significant opportunity for agents to get additional listings. As it relates to individual real estate firms like Coldwell Banker, Keller Williams, etc., when we ask which real estate firm you would call, the maximum share a Coldwell Banker would get, for instance, is 15%. That means that 85% would not call a Coldwell Banker. Let's put it into perspective. In a community like yours, based upon the current Pulse research we do, 12% of the households you reach with both print and web plan to sell real estate in the next 12 months. What does that mean? If you got a circulation of 15,000, that's 1,800 listings. 1,800 listings. That's pretty compelling, isn't it? That would absolutely get the attention of a local realtor. Why? Because their number one business goal and mission is to get listings. And going back to the 49%, that means that there's 822 listings out of those 1,800 listings that those people don't know who to call. That means it's wide open opportunity for an agent who has a consistent program in your publication to get more listings. Let's take a look at some other facts from the Pulse Research surveys we do. The web, the internet, is extremely fragmented. Very, very fragmented. Because, well, a realtor told me the other day, let's put it in perspective. When they get a new listing and they post it on the internet, get this, it goes to 183 sites, 183. What that means is yeah, the listings are getting out there and getting the exposure, but it's doing nothing for the individual agent in terms of their branding, in terms of them getting, the level of awareness and a specific traction that they're looking for to get new listings. Look at some of the facts here. When we ask which of the following real estate sites would you go to get information on homes available locally, look at this. Only 13% would go to the MLS site. That means that 87% would not. Relating to an agent site, and as we all know, the agents put a lot of emphasis on their sites, 30% said they would go to an agent site, which means that 70% in a typical community newspaper, like yours, 70% would not go to the agent site. Even Zillow, 28% would go to Zillow. That means that 72% of the persons looking, for real estate would not go to Zillow. In summary, one of the realities that is extremely important of the agent's digital marketing is it's extremely fragmented. And what that means is that for an individual agent, they're not getting the promotion, the traction, the marketing awareness, the branding that they need to get the listings that they want. This is the reason why many of the smarter agents are going back to a community newspaper like yours with a print and digital campaign. What do agents want? We've talked to a lot of agents to get information, to get some insights. Obviously, they want awareness. They want to get their name out there. They want branding. They want to be differentiated from all the other agents. It's highly, highly competitive. They want to get their word out on why they are uniquely qualified to sell that person's home. And obviously, they want to get new listings. The great news is your community newspaper, your print product, can reach those households, 12%, remember, that are going to list a real estate property in the next 12 months, with 49% of those not knowing who to call. It's a significant opportunity because they're not getting the traction on the internet that they expect they want, and they're looking for solutions. And your community newspaper can deliver. We're putting together for your consideration an agent-focused real estate program. Pulse has had a home seller program since 1995. My gosh, that's been a long time. But the reality is today that we can't compete with the Zillows of the world and the sophisticated sites of, Coldwell Banker and Keller Williams. But what we can do together is deliver an agent-focused real estate program, a combination of print and a digital offering that will get results and reach households in your community who plan to sell and buy real estate in the next 12 months that they are not, and I repeat, not reaching with their digital only program. Talking a little bit about some of the specifics about what we're putting together to help you get your real estate revenue back is a program, once again, that combines print and digital. It's a agent focused program promoting the agents. We're suggesting limiting it to only 20 agents in your community. Why? To get exclusivity, to get, and deliver results for those individual agents. In the print component, we're suggesting 2x4 or 2x3 ads running in color, either once a week or twice a week. Open houses is a huge deal to agents. We're suggesting, and I'll show you just a second, how we're weaving into the program, both online and in print, open house promotions. In addition to that, a full page agent ad promoting those select exclusive agents who are part of your program, but also promoting your agent website. In addition to that, we're suggesting classified liners. Why? Because in the research that Pulse does, classifieds continue to deliver significant readership and results. In every single survey we've done, including the last 12 months, classified results range between 64% to 79%. Of the households who ran a classified ad with you either sold or got many calls off the classified ad. So in summary, you can put together and deliver a program with print and digital that nobody else can deliver. And once again, you can reach listings, households in your community plan to sell real estate in the next 12 months that is not, and I repeat, not reached by their digital only program. Going into some of the specifics, just looking at a mock-up here of what we're suggesting, is a full page agent ad promoting not only the agent site, which I'll show you in just a second here, the mock-up of that, but also promoting the individual agents, helping them get that awareness, that traction, that branding they're looking for. And you notice an open house page, running weekly in the paper to get traffic and obviously get them new listings, because the open houses are used to help the agent get listings. We also have included in the program a real estate presentation where you're able to access the real estate research that Pulse does and literally within seconds create a very compelling presentation for the agents to show them what you can deliver that they're missing. Let me hop over here to an example. It's just a one-page presentation. A very simple but effective one-page presentation that tells your story in terms of the opportunity available to agents in your community. So I put together a presentation here for Steve Powell, a typical local agent. And as you'll notice here from the research that Pulse does, in a market like yours, 10.4% of the households you reach plan to change or get a new realtor in the next 12 months. What does that mean? Well, in this example, 37,500 households, that's 3,900 potential clients for Steve Powell. At an average commission of 6,600, look at that, it's over 25 million in commissions. Just 1% share is $250,000. That's telling your story. And I'll be blunt. I go out on a lot of four-legged sales calls, including the real estate agents and brokers, and they say, well, print is dead. What we've got to do is tell our story. We've got to show them with facts that we reach an audience that they're missing. Look at this. In an average community like yours, on the Pulse research results, and we break this out by region or by state, is the facts relating to listings, because that's what they're interested in. Look at this, 5.2% plan to sell a personal residence in 12 months. In this example, that's almost 2,000 listings. Remember, 49% of those don't know who to call. That's almost 1,000 listings that are once again up for grabs. Sell land or property, over 1,300. Here's a great one. I've closed many realtors with this. Commercial property. The percentage is small, but the dollars are huge. 225 businesses plan to sell, business property in the next 12 months. So what you're doing here is you're quantifying. You're showing the agents the exact opportunity, and they salivate for this because you're showing them the opportunity in what they want, and that's listings. And I'll tell you this, it's an eye-opener for them. It's a much bigger number than they ever thought. But let's show them what they're missing. Going back to some of the facts here, 85% would not use Google search, to find local real estate. 72% would not go to a local agent site. 72% would not go to Zillow. Once again, showing the fragmentation. But we can also show that agent that a consistent 52-week campaign, including print and digital, is a no-brainer. Why? Because they need so few customers to pay for the campaign. So that's an overview of the one-page presentation. So let me quickly show you how fast you can create a presentation, to show them, the opportunity. So you go here, and let's just put this together real quickly here. We'll go to prospects. And what it does is it'll bring up and frankly, what we've done here is we put together a real estate presentation program that includes the research specifically targeted for realtors. So it's buying real estate, selling real estate, mortgage companies, etc. So let me show you how quickly you can create a presentation. By the way, we have teasers. This is pretty cool. You click on teaser here, and this is obviously set up for your individual market. You can show them, how many potential households are going to use a realtor and what the potential. So you got a talking point to either email to them or text to them or when you walk in to get their attention. But let me show you how fast you can create a presentation for a realtor. You click on find, it brings up a map of your area with the realtors, and then you just click on a specific realtor. Like we'll go down here to Glocker Realty Group, click on create, click on presentation. I'm doing this rather fast because I want to show you how quickly you can put together a presentation, to show them their opportunity. We've also put together example presentations, by the way. Okay, and so we choose the presentation type. We don't want to do an example. We do a one-page presentation. We select our audience, and we can build in packages for you, etc. And you can access the research, and you can put together a presentation like sell land, sell investment property, sell commercial property, sell personal residence. Okay, show them what the percentage plan to sell it themselves. You click there, finish. Now let's show them what they're missing. You click on media, and it brings up the real estate related websites that we asked about. Look at this. everything you can think of, the MLS sites, the national sites, Zillow, Trulia, the broker site, the agent site. So let's just quickly select a few here to show them what they're missing, okay? The MLS site. And then we can put in the return on investment, show them the upside opportunity, and then show them the classified results in readership here. And then all we do is just click on save, and bingo, we have a presentation to take out and show to those realtors. And it shows them your story, the opportunity in what you can deliver for them as a real estate agent, the specific categories of listing opportunities that you can reach and deliver, what they're missing, and how few customers they need to pay for the campaign. So that's a quick overview of the marketing aspect that we can deliver for you to help you get your real estate revenue back. Now moving on, the program includes an on-site lunch. Why? Because you're busy. You've got a ton of things on your plate. We will come into your community and we will present and close enough business, enough agents, mortgage companies, title companies, etc. So you've got a profitable site that's content rich, from the get-go. Let me go back here and show you some examples of the live site. Once again, what we're suggesting for your consideration to get your real estate revenue back is an agent-focused site to promote those individual agents. That's something that you can uniquely do. This site is set up from a design standpoint to it'll look like a magazine, to be high-end, if you will. It's a site that we are positioning, that's something the agents will be proud and want to be associated with. And so it's focused on the agent, as you can see. And look at this, we're partnering with Friends to Follow so that their social posts are included in the program here. Then you've got the ability to offer search, not through the MLS, but offering search through a broker, through their IDX, to be able to search those local listings. But here's the cool thing, is when a person selects a particular property they found in the search, in this case sponsored by Coldwell Banker, when they want to get more information, make a phone call, set up an appointment, even though it might be listed by Keller Williams, that lead goes to Coldwell Banker. So I'll show you in just a second in the business model, how potentially attractive that is. There's a lot of opportunity relating to ancillary real estate businesses. We had a gentleman who was joining us this morning, but unfortunately his audio didn't work there. He's been in the newspaper business for over 30 years. He's retired now from the real estate business. He's a real estate agent with Keller Williams, and he says that there is an eye-opener for him. The dollars available, the money that's put in by mortgage companies, title companies, marketing and supporting real estate agents. So big opportunity there. Open houses is a key component, to the website. Why? Once again, because that's how agents get listings. Okay. Now taking a look at the individual agent, we can go to their profile page here. And one of the cool things that we built into this is that it promotes, once again, the individual agent. It's got their social posts on their page here, but look at this. They are able to put into their page here references to help them get that differentiation that they're looking for. And the agents we've talked to, they absolutely love this. And obviously built into the site is going to their website, view all their listings, and multiple ways to get in touch with that individual agent. So that's a quick overview of we call it HomeLink. It's a agent-focused website that is designed to deliver results for those individual agents. And combined with print and focused on just 20 agents, it's going to deliver incredible results. Main reason is you've got literally thousands of listing opportunities that they might not be aware of, that they're not reaching with their digital campaigns. And once again, roughly half of those listings, your audience doesn't know who to call. So it's an exceptional opportunity for individual agents. Now let's take a look at the business model here. We are absolutely confident that each of you have the opportunity to get back at least $100,000 and realistically $150,000. And this is in small markets because what I'm doing here is basing it on just 10 agents, not 20. And we've talked to a lot of agents, and yeah, they'll be willing to pay $395 a month for a program that includes print and digital. So 10 agents, $3,950. Obviously, 20 agents is $7,900. Just one broker-sponsored search, and you can have multiple brokers, who are sponsoring the search that rotate. $750 minimum. As I said, we've been doing real estate since '95. Many of our clients are charging $1,500 for each broker to sponsor the search. Is it worth it to them? Yeah, the leads that they get there, additional agents on social posting, the ancillary sponsors like mortgage companies, title companies, mortgage calculator sponsor. It's a very simple focus program. $8,000 a month. That's meaningful to a community publication, and over $150,000 in potential a year for a smaller publication. Very realistic. In terms of the business model, great return on investment. Why? Because as I just pointed out, roughly $100,000 in opportunity on a very realistic basis. The program that we're offering for your consideration, the setup and the on-site, including us coming 2 days to your community where we do the heavy lifting because once again, we know you're busy. We get the job done for you. We'll set up the site. We'll make the contacts ahead of time. We'll come on site, make the presentation, close enough business, once again, that you've got a site that is literally profitable, is like turnkey, and has the content and literally from day one. The monthly license for an average publication, about $3,600 a year. Okay, the friends to follow for the additional postings there, so roughly $8,000 a year. But with $100,000, that gives you about a $90,000 gross profit return. I understand there's print costs associated, with the ROP ads, etc. But Pulse is committed to get your real estate revenue back. We appreciate your support, but you can do it. Why? We're happy to share the research results so that you can go out and tell your story and share that with the agents that, the opportunity in the number of potential listings that, you can deliver in your market, roughly 50% of them not knowing who to call. Just those talking points alone, are going to get the attention of the realtors in your community and a consistent print campaign from them. Why? We have at AdSeller, I'm proud to say, over 600 publications, over 7,000 ad reps using our AdSeller program in North America. The number one business category sold, and there are over 660 business categories, from realtors, car dealers, chiropractors, appliance stores, okay, restaurants. The number one business category sold, you ready for this? Realtors. Most sold is realtors. They are coming back to community newspapers just like yours. I appreciate very much your time today. We went a little over, and I apologize for that. If you have any questions, if there's anything we can assist with, if you're interested in some of our offerings, such as the real estate presentation program, our home link, website, our turnkey program, where we'll come on site, and deliver, a full revenue-driven program, turnkey for you, give me a call, 503-784-5772, or marlene@paper.net. Thanks again very, very much for your time today. If there's any way we can help you get your real estate revenue back, which I'm absolutely confident you can starting right now, give me a call. Appreciate it. Thanks again and have a phenomenal day and weekend.